Thank you for your time with VN Economy interview today. So the first question I would like to ask you, up to now, Vietnam and Sweden have a diplomatic relationship is 1969 and 2024. So would you share with us about your opinion about this relationship, especially it's a two-way trade between Sweden and Vietnam?
Well, thank you. First of all, I would like to start with saying that we're of course very proud that we have had such a long time of the diplomatic relationship now, coming 55 years, and we have seen this as a wonderful journey together with Vietnam, and to see the development here, and the common interest that we have in so many different issues, and of course, I'm here now, and we also at the same time have a very big business delegation in Hanoi. So we should take this relationship further and deepen our ties as partners to address the future issues of addressing the issue of climate change. And of course, in moving in a digital era, I think we have a lot in common, and we have a lot of interest to work with as partners.
So how has that cooperation benefit both Vietnam and Sweden?
I think that over years it has developed from being not so big part of our respective trade, and now increasing in a very positive way. And of course, just due to the fact that we have such a long-standing relationship, we really feel very much welcomed here in Vietnam, and all the Swedish business leaders, they come here and they truly express that our long-standing ties is beneficial for our trade relation.
Green technology and also innovation play an important role in promoting growth and also develop economic. So there are agree in which Sweden have strength. So could you please share your experience and cooperation with Vietnam in this field to promote and also improve in relationship between Vietnam and Sweden?
First of all, of course, the issue of climate change and the necessity of the green transition is of the utmost importance. And this is a topic that we have to work together with globally to actually hand over a planet to our children that is livable. So this is very, very important. And from that perspective, I'm of course very proud to say that we have had throughout the years been able to grow our economy without increasing, but rather decreasing our carbon emissions. So throughout the years, we have been able in Sweden to create solutions that are really relevant for the green transition. And from that perspective, I think that we also have great opportunities of working as partners in this regard. If we as a relatively, compared to Vietnam, we have 10 million people, and you have 100 million people. Of course, you're such a big country. But if we can share the technologies that we have to be able to also scale them up here in Vietnam, we would be very, very happy to. And that goes everything from the energy efficiency of our societies, how we can be smarter in using the energy. But also I would say that we have great solutions when we talk of the transmission sector of transmitting the energy from distances. And adding to this, when I say also smart, I think it's when we now have renewables, which is a crucial part of the transition, that also requires good system for storaging of electricity, and that the end user also have a smart way of using energy. So we have a lot of technologies, and that we are truly ready to share. And I work very hard to have more Swedish companies coming to Vietnam and to be part of your journey, because I think we have a lot in common and great opportunities together.
Vietnam have many preference policies to attract the highest quality FDI country and also FDI companies, especially in area where Sweden has strength. So please tell us what solution Sweden have to support the business on also like Swedish businessmen investing in Vietnam. In your opinion, Sweden has potential to develop in Vietnam?
First of all, if I start with the last question, I think that the potential is great, that there are great opportunities. But also coming back to the first topic, the best way of actually creating a long-standing relationship when we talk about trade and business investment here is the people-to-people meeting. And coming back to that we when Swedes come here, they really feel welcome, and the strength of that we have had now 55 years of diplomatic relation, that is really felt among Swedish people coming here. So to build on that, of course, as I say, we try the utmost to encourage Swedish companies to come here. We have an entity working on this specific an organization called Business Sweden, which find companies back in Sweden who would be fit for the Vietnamese market and work with them to be able to enter here. But that is one part of the coin. There also is important of creating the network here, who are the relevant decision makers, the relevant business partners for Swedish companies to work with. So that is equally important. And then, of course, we always very much appreciate the government's efforts to make it easier for companies to enter the Vietnamese market, because we all know from all research shows that increased interaction between countries increases the growth and increases the welfare of our people.
What do you expect to the future of the Sweden and Vietnam economic partnership in the coming years?
Yeah. First of all, that the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement is a very important agreement, and we need to share the knowledge about what it really means, but to encourage not only Swedish but also European investments here, and I think it's a great potential. And adding to that, the more business exchange we have, the more people-to-people exchange we will have, and that will also, which I always encourage all the young people that I meet, if they have the opportunity, find ways of having exchanges, of studying in Sweden, and Swedish students to come here and study, because then we create the bonds, the long-term bonds between our countries. And having the framework which the free trade agreement actually gives, this is another very important part of the puzzle in creating a great environment for our businesses to grow.
Thank you for all your information to share with VN Economy, and we hope that you will have an excellent time in Vietnam.